Oh wow. Okay, Bars at Noon 58. This one is going out on Instagram cause YouTube and Streamlabs having some discrepancies. So YouTube and Streamlabs having some discrepancies. So I'm back to the classic, I'd rather do that. I rapped at noon, but you'll never see them because they was gobbled up in the ether, in the ethos. Yeah. But this is number 58 of the Bars at Noon episodes. I am your host, LVIII Hitchcock. Very morose on this one as sinister things are in effect. I've slowed down the Bars at Noon beat provided by Daniel Sparks to give the sinister feel of an ominous variety. Though I've spit upon these beats several times, including this morning and afternoon, I've opted to not spit upon them today. Instead, I'll tell a story in lo-fi. Fucks with me though. Fucks with Bars at Noon, the single. Pictured there. Just type Bars at Noon in your streamer. It's a single. And it's got a remix. Bars at Noon. The remix featuring Lil B and I Am Sue. But man, wow. Wow. Off the head, so foul, the circumstances. Damn, I gave this technology a chance, and how they fucking embarrassed me. This clarity I see with such clarity. Optimal is not. Came through with shit, got me rather hot, but I need to exercise the patience. Cause I understand what's going on the cosmic situation. Yeah though, it's retrogrades in this bitch, phase in this bitch. Catching the waves in this bitch, the waves of frequency. And frequently I like to spit the bars at noon. At noon is secretly I like to share it with you. You would share, you with the stare, and viewing with the stairs and stare there with it fair. Came through back in the clear it in back, clear it in stack. I gave her some D, and she was allergic to my cat. She wanted to come back and got some Claritin D. Look at that, look at back, the antihistamines. Shit was clean, yeah. Put together a charcuterie board for this horde that was bored of this floor. It was light, some meats and cheeses, and allergy meds and greds, and came through off the shit, and this shit was really grateful and red. Came through the shed, I came through this shit, this shaver ray. I take delay, couldn't wait with no delays and overrays, and here underrays and brunda days. Came through, man, I was feeling rather blunt today. I had to smoke a blunt in a minute, wait. Came through the definitive rate, yeah, came with the definitive type ways. It was definitive, and it was a repetitive, it was a sedative, and it was repetitive, and it was repetitive, and you had to let it in. Yeah, you couldn't let it out like a fart, you get it louder than a fart. Yeah, I'm not finna snitch like a narc, nah, man, well, really not a snitch or a tattle. Let's take with a saddle, man. You peep the snakes, but you didn't even hear the rattle. The only time you hear the rattle is when they about to strike, a night to strike. Yeah, there's no frights in the night, nights and the frights. I closed up my sphincter, I calls them a thinker. Had to fix me a little drink, bruh. It was non-alcoholic, but it was coffee, and so it changed up my substance. It changed up my being, and I had to fuck with it. Changed the shit like a subject. Subject was changed, the substance things. The mind was deranged, rather deranged. And they were coming rather strange. And we was shouting out shouting, outstanding, standing out, man, very demanding when they make demands. Damn, had to break the plans, man, it fucks up all their plans, and plans it fucked up, plans abrupt up. It was abrupt, bruh, came with abrupt up, had to clean sweep up, bruh, cover the rust up, trying to hustle up, get it, ready, double up, bubble up, bubble up, shut it up, don't fumble up, hit the prop it up, hit the prop it up, say it came through so damn proper, working robber, yeah, it had to get off the meters and the thermometer, yeah, and the people was a whole thermometer, but it was made with mercury, and it was a the third degree came with crazy reading, and the third degree, the degree was the burn, breathe it, the burn, it couldn't even read it, it had to leave it on the urn, hey, did you earn it, or did you burn it? Yo, I had to plant, it wasn't fern, yeah, but I was furnished things, furn the thing, and come to find the things, and find the things, and find the rings, and came to find the things, and had a word ring, and sport, read the things, and fork, yeah, talking shit, and I had a little mean retort, retort, between the lines that I was reading such a sport was reading such a wicked cluster, man, I took it back to the classic bars at noon days when I used to look out the window and gaze at these, I was walking around with thick cakes, walking in and out of the juice bar, he ain't doing, bro. What is you really doing, bro? I went over there to get me a little juice. This shit was $12, and I looked at myself, and I was like, nigga, I'm about to holler. You should have damn hollered at some broad and them thick spandex damn shit before you spent even portions of your checks a portion. I think the torsion, it was rather unfortunate how you came through, cause you got a blender yourself, fucking fool. And $12 could have got you all the ingredients, the shit you needed in. And you could have had 4 or 5 smoothies once you leave it in. Trader Joe's, abrasive those, and coming through with abrasive those, and not to sound really abrasive though to myself. But that's how you gotta talk to yourself sometimes, to correct yourself sometimes. I came to chest sometimes, I had to chast sometimes. Switch it at the waves sometimes, and coming to braids and thighs. I had some braids way back before they was cool. Now I'm getting questions like, man, where you get your braids done, Bob? And I'm like, man, you asked me where I got my braids done when you was the same motherfucker looking at me like, oh, you still got braids, bro? Fuck ass niggas weird. And they pasted in hair on their face just to give the illusions of a beard. Yo, I had to laugh and gas, shouting out, and I'll calculate and do the math. The ma'at with the prod he came through and rising to the top like the cream he does. Fra'at and voila, how I appear. Tat out, right out. You couldn't understand it, couldn't underbrand it, couldn't supplant it, plant it sub, hand the rub, the plant the sub, biblical. Yeah, the way I spit the shit, it was biblical and passed down through the spiritual. Hear it though, but yeah, I don't give a fuck if you feel it, or if you hear it though, or if you see it, if it catches all of your senses, act like you got some fucking sense when you coming up at this, you could never attack at this. A trap at this, a trap at that, a trap at that, and I came with motherfucking styles that was dapper rap. I had to get a dap and give a dap. They gave me the rap and the gazy, man. They said, man, I gave. Wow, your rap so crazy, your voices sound so styled. Ran around, came around, spun back around with a style that was rather wild and wild rabble. A 5,000 came through and put it up in the file cabinet, filed it for later. An hour later, now a raven shaver coming through like a Jedi with the lightsaber. Shit, but that's what I use just to shave my face, bruh. Just to shave my face with the shaving razor lightsaber. If you're just joining me now, you missed some bars, but I will spit again momentarily. What do I have in my selection that I may play for you? I said some things in the last section that were rather problematic. But it's only problematic if I have a problem with them having a problem. Let us see what the next selection has in store. Yeah. Boys at noon, 58 I tried to start right on time and ended up being hella fucking late. But it was still great. Grady was still feel as his feel, feeling and feel, asking me where the big booty bitches at. Well, they over here at the juice spot. You should feel yourself coming overthrough. Understand they at the grocery store, nigga. They near you. They everywhere around here, around there, around spinning back. And I couldn't even break my neck. It was crack my neck, fuck up my whole back and spine, back and thumb. I gotta be more flexible. I'm taking patience, taking braces, taking lessons of the yoga variety, man, the sensation. But even then, it was too many socialites, man. I'm supposed to be in the inner center, not supposed to like trying to pop a spit game at you. Thane Thatcher, man, came with the same stature, same stature, man. Came and stack it up, let the up stack it, man. Rank the tank, we're talking about your main thing. I beat upon my chest and show my ass like a gorilla mixed with an orangutan, dang. And they had to fill it and spill it and critted it, fitted it. And it was crippled and shitted. It had a crutch on it, bust on it. And he couldn't even put a lot on it, man. But he put too much on it, up on it. Gus on it, Gus and such homie. Gus and gush homie. Had to gush on it like a gusher, like a buster. Feeling like a rustle. Yeah, I had to switch it up and let it stop. I let it stop. So abrupt, bruh. And it came rubber, it came with solo, it came with sender, it came to standard, it came to blended, it came with branded, it came with ended. What the fuck you coming around for, man? Around though. It came with it lounge though. I had the lounge, whoa, I lounged, both downs, it came through up and it was coming on down it was coming. I had to soothe it into something, had to sell it so it came through what subjects doing. Yeah, came through with the mask in the head. And they said, look at this nigga right here. Yeah, clear how I saw it. Hitting's how I'm coughing. Killing what I'm offering. It was so awful, had to grab my nuts and cough up like a checkup, a checker, a scepter. Don't call me by my government unless you got for me a check, bruh, a scepter, a sedative. They put your ass to sleep but kept so restive. Came a respiratory, a respiratory. Where the bitches at with the big booty nigga? Why you ask me? I don't know where they be. I ain't got a radar, ain't got a sonar, ain't got a softball. Open your eyes, you could probably see some near and some far, some near and some far, some near where you are. Right over there, boy. Right over here, nah. Ain't nothing here, nah. I'm lying, and I'm looking at the juice bar. Booties is fine, and they popping through the scene, popping through the scene. I just look through the glass, though I can't see, and I wave. Tell a bitch be paid. Tell a nigga paid. Take him to catch my wave. Nah, man, ain't put no blue magic in my skull. Ain't trying to get no waves. My shit is already wavy. You're already wavy. You can't be see me when they save you. I'm trying to save myself. Cause you can't save me from what? From rep. Can't theft, can't check me. This ain't a game, not chess nor checkers. But it's some strategy involved. That'll see the ball. They could wait to see it. See me who's involved. See me do it all dog. Listen, up in the kitchen, stipping, pissing, a stipulation, a lady stipping, and check the shutter in the bud. I had to nip it, trying to get some bud. I had to listen, give it up I'm giving, and up I'm giving, pump it up it, pump it, up is something, change the subject. You're talking about nothing. Nothing's talking about me. Something talking about me. It got some substance, homie. A homie substance roaming. I can't even touch the homie. A homie reach out and touch it. Eat some touch it and eat some blood. They was geesing. And they had flooded. The opportunity was opportune. Popping at home. Home is you popping to. Topping to. Top of the noon. Top of the morning. It was after. I had to ask her, baby, who is gassing you? Who is gassing? Because the petroleum is not aligned with the tank, with the crank. Man, I peeped how you had dropped the flame. Flame is dropped, tank is blocked. It was like a cosmic slop shop. The slop shop's cosmic. Shouts out to the homie Rick Rock shit. It was a pioneer. I had to see it clear. I seen it. It was a zenith, it was a pregnant, you're on my penis, a penis on me, a penis on me. Woo! I had to get it off it. Had a pissed off man and pissed on ram. Was hit on fam. I'm on the gram. They awful gram. They awful fam. That's awful, man. Wow. I had to bounce. I had to scram now. I had to get on up, get on cut, get on fluff. They start the season, shit gets all cut all up, cover up. It had to lock it down, rock it down. And it's gonna be funny when the temperature is dropping now. Kenny G. They play them soothing sounds. They don't sound so soothing to me. Wow. He was asking me where this shit was going around. It's like all around me. And change the tempo, and change the pace. I'm out your face, get out my facial, about my spatials. Yeah, to change up and cleanse my space, and clear it up, and hear it up. You hear me, bruh? I'm fearing nothing. I close my sphincter, so no fear creeping up in there, creeping up there. Up in the derriere, they had put it in the air. They gave their asshole a sunbathing. Nigga, that shit sound crazy. That shit sound stupid. That shit sound goofy. Like the motherfucker that they don't talk about in Disney movies. The one that had the baby named Max, the baby named Crack. They caving off the top of the dome and spitting and crack. And stepping on cracks just to break your mama back. And the line to step your father's spine. You know, how the shit will be out of a line, out of sync. I had to get it back on time. Time was man-made, damn day. They had to get a shit, wait, fucking around with this bullshit and tinkered all day. Well, hey, I ain't think about some shit, thinking all day. But it's about time I put some thought into action. Off the ratchet, off the cricket, and off the tripping. They was awful cricket, and it was awful wicked. It was awful slippery awful, a sipping thoughtful. And I was a sipping a whole gallon full. Yeah, though, I came through and pulled some strings like Geppetto. And put the pedal to the metal. How's out of there, fellow? Shouts out, happy birthday to young Kemal, my fellow. About that age now, it's funny. We start, instead of saying Sundays now, we saying Sunday. And we blessing every day, even when it ain't sunny. Whatever, man. And I play this again as we are back from the tales of Alfred Hitchcock. That's dumb. It's sinister and morose. The noontime flows that have to be spit, but there are no germs spread within it. It was funny, so I laughed and I grinned. Around the bin I spin, and back I think I've prepared another track. Let us listen to this selection for your judgment of perfection. Another classic from the crates, from a producer who thought he was so great that he could follow me for the unfollow. My pride I had to swallow, just to not act out emotionally. What I did instead was I stole his beat. Poor devil, unfortunate. Grab your beat, took your beat, now it belongs to me. Even though it's your intellectual property, come up off that, and while you at it, back, front. Yeah, though, it's been a minute since I smoked a blunt in the air, yo. I didn't put no blunts in the air. A homie passed me a joint, I took a puff and then put it right there and left it. Cause I pick it up and put it down at my leisure. That's how I'm doing, it's your name on the ledger. Shit was spitting, just spitting was special. Let this shit spread, no, them ain't germs, that's game. Do you need that insert? Me need to get infected with that, cause ain't nothing but that coming off my lips. Spitting facts too, a rash too. Yeah, it was abrasive and abrasive too. It had to mash it through. I'm in your camera, but I'm still coming through up in your living room. Your room is living. Yeah, while I'm spitting the rhyme, it was rather damn livid. Yeah, I was insane and upset, downset, through set. Woo bitch, woo shit came through with some woo shit. Woo this came through, it was moving like a movie with a duvet. Yeah, they was like some 70s shit, like talking about it was groovy. Well, shit, that shit did not get me on no groove, no, not a groove wave. Get a groove wave, tell the bitch, ooh, better you behave. And even the nigga too, and even the shitter too. And sometimes the nigga be the one I'm talking to when I'm saying bitches. Can't even pitches, man, move around with them playing bitches. They ain't playing with you, what you playing, what you ran. I had to laugh at you, had to gas at you, had to gas at you. Bringing up the tempo, bringing it down, bringing it through. Fucking with Anye. I don't think that's really your best play. Came through, pulling through like a Alante. It was like something they don't make no more. They had to pull it on the showroom floor and make you do the Kelly Bundy bounce. Man, bounce out, rounce out. Had to hit it, spin a roundhouse like a master of karate. But really what I was a master of the fucking flow that was around me. I had to move with the flow with the moves. Go with the moves. I'm not going with the fools. I'm not going this way. No, I'm gonna have to go the other way as I pick and sip a coffee on that motherfucker. It was delightful. I had a night full. I had my life full. I quite full. I had my full, my fill, my pool. I take a little pull, little spill. Let it spill out though. Let it spill and let it slavel. Yeah, I had to mac it up and let it lava. Let it build up. Dag. Came through and had to spin around in the mag. Had to spin around to open it and see my face in the mag. Wow. Were they placing that? It was a different type of place, bruh. Brat place, a one place, and get it up into the love space. And they had to lump it up, upped it up, and came through and summed it up, and then summed it up with some, trying to get into something. Nah, but really that was nothing. It was a little less than nothing. Nonetheless, the crumple stress had to crumple up the stress to crumple, the stress to tumble. Had to change the whole subject. The subject was changed. The subject was strange. And off the mind was rather deranged and rearranged and estranged with myself. Separated. Rated step. The greatest depth. Couldn't wait. But I was the fucking greatest ever great. Dedicate. Had to dedicate a little something to you. Did a little something to you. Had a riddle fucking fool. Ain't really fucking with them fools. Ain't really fucking with them dudes. They fucking with them jewels. The jewels do. They came through. They want a doodle do. It was a doodle. They came to Pooper. They came to Packer. They what had happened. They came to trap it. They had shit. They got cracking. The cracking was happening. Yeah, it was happening. We had it with it switched up with a different type of fashion. A different type of player type of fashion. I had to switch it up again. And then switch it up with friends and his friend. Hit him on the chin. Get it on the thin. And they said, do it again. And did it again. And flip it again. They had to flip it on out. And inside out. And flip it right side in. Yeah, though. I came in pulling strings like Geppetto. But not a Puckett. No, it's not a Pinocchio. It's a real fella. A real fella. The caterpillar. And it busted out this cocoon caterpillar. It was a butterfly. Motherfucker. Butterfly. Not a motherfucker fly that I put it right. And get it in the corner of your eye. It was sleep. And they stay asleep, and they play sleep. Why is they playing with me? I don't understand, I can't comprehend. You know, fuck you and your friend. I ain't fucking with you or your friends. Support the friends, man. This is a nice rocket ship. You should come board up in, water thin. When you're home, you're bored up in. Couldn't even do nothing, couldn't even move nothing. Couldn't even truth nothing, couldn't even do subject. Had to spit it, get it written, entertain, good riddance, and it's great riddance. Race fitting, great fitting. Yeah, I ain't your play cousin, I ain't your play sister. You ain't a play sister, you ain't my play sister. You ain't a play fitter, you change the places, you change the braces, rearranges. Yeah, arrange via. I came through off an arena awful. An awful arena, off of the break, but they solved it, changed the subject, subs. Came to the subject, came to the abrupt. Switched it up it switched, up it stitched. Came through and stitched it up, it stitched. Left a scar though, let a guard though. Smoke a Marlboro, but a bar pro. Yeah though, left a drink at the bar, yo. I hope nobody roofie me or goofy me. That would be rather goofy, see, a goofy she. Bring it on down, wait. And came through, ended up, been abrupt, been abrupt. Yeah, man. So it's technical. It was some technical difficulties on this episode. There were some technical difficulties on this episode that left me rather frustrated. But rather than lash out in the streets, I lashed out upon the beat. And so it was with that I say thank you for joining me on another episode of Bars at Noon, which will not be living on Instagram very long. But if you're watching on the YouTube, I would like to thank you and implore you to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.